Hi, everybody. It's Shannon Staples here, your high vitality life coach. And today I wanted to chat with you about balance. How do we create balance in our lives? What are some of the myths that we need to bust around that? And what it means to be out of balance? What gets in the, what's the problem with being out of balance? What kind of problems can arise from that, I guess, is where I'm trying to go. So first of all, let's start out with what it is. So it's the buzzword nowadays, right? Like everybody's been for the last several years talking about work-life balance, and basically what they're getting at is how satisfied you are in different areas of your life or work or both together, and you want that satisfaction level to be relatively similar so that you don't feel like you're having all your time and energy and levels of satisfaction and happiness sucked up by one area of your life and leaving the rest of it to the side, right? So when I talk about life balance, I include work, but also break down the life section into several components. So I have a 16 points that I help my clients measure to see how balanced their life is. And I'm going to show that tool to you and demonstrate how to use it in the session too. So stay tuned. So what does it look like to be out of balance? How does it feel? It can show up in so many ways. Really, if any area of your life feels unsatisfying, then you're out of balance. If you're in overwhelm or burned out, then you're probably out of balance. That will contribute to higher stress levels, means you're out of balance. Sometimes being too stressed out might create an inclination towards being lazy or procrastinating a lot, which is another sign that you might be out of balance in some area of your life. What else? Being too busy, having poor sleeps, like you don't sleep well, which will cause fatigue or brain fog. So if those are a factor for you, then you might have aspects of your life that are out of balance. Stress and sleep also create the hormones needed to stay healthy and not gain weight. So if you have weight gain, it's a good chance that some aspect of your life is out of balance. And really any health issue means that some piece of your life is out of balance. So when I'm going to get into talking about creating more balance, but before I do that, I want to bust a couple of myths. First one being that balance is that there is such a thing as perfect balance that is maintainable long-term. It's not true. We need to shift that thinking of balance as a goal into balance as a process or just a way of being, right? I forget the word I'm thinking of. A process. Well, let's go with that. So instead of trying to seek balance and being upset or bothered or driven or anything to get it and then have it and keep it, thinking of it in a way of we're always assessing where we're at and we're always making little adjustments or sometimes big adjustments in different areas of our life to create more balance. So just a little bit closer to equal. And again, the tool that I'm going to share in a few minutes will show you exactly what that looks like, and in a quick and easy, really short way of assessing yourself. So you can do this on your own with me. The second myth I want to bust is that balance requires a trade-off to achieve it. So it's not true that in order to create more balance that you have to give something up in order to get more something in another area of your life. And I mean, the typical example of this is time. So, people think they want to create more happiness in their life, or they want to be more fit. That's a good example. They want to be more fit or healthy. And so that means that they need to drop something else so that they can make more time in their day to do healthy things. So that's not necessarily true. There are definitely ways that some things will give you an extra boost at a very low cost in terms of time commitment. In fact, there's science has proven now that that if you spend a little bit of time on self-care, you will boost your happiness and your productivity. So taking time away from work, for example, in this example, to do a meditation for 10 minutes or go for a walk around your neighborhood or whatever, just clear your head, do something for yourself that's not business related, will actually make you more productive for the rest of the day, and thereby you will get more done in less time. So it's not always equal tit for tat kind of situation. There's no trade-off necessarily required. So let's talk about how you can get more balance in your life. And let's start that conversation with this tool that I've been talking about. And I'm going to screen share now so that you can see what is going on. Hang on one sec. This page, share. Okay. So hopefully you can see this. So this is the Wheel of Wellness, and there are 16 different areas of wellness on this chart, and I share this tool with all of my clients. So now you can draw this for yourself. All you need to do is draw a circle and then draw a plus sign and then an X, and then go once through each one of those again. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so what you do is you think to yourself, what is my level of satisfaction in each area of life? So I'm going to draw on the screen here. So if we start at the top and do nutrition, me, for example, I would say that my satisfaction level with my nutrition right now is a 9. And my satisfaction level with my level of movement is a 4. That's not very good, is it? Yeah, I definitely need to amp that up a bit. And my satisfaction level with body image is a 9. My stress, okay, this one's kind of backwards. So if you're super stressed, it's going to be a 1. And if you're not stressed, it's going to be a 10. So in my case, I am maybe a 9. There's always a little bit of stress, right? My satisfaction with my sleeping, that needs some work. I am not getting to bed early enough. That's a 7. My self-care satisfaction level, what do I mean by self-care? It means really doing anything for yourself to look after yourself beyond the basics of feeding yourself and exercising and that kind, and sleeping, right? Doing things that you enjoy or that sort of treat you. And there's many definitions of self-care. It can be whatever you want it to be. And also you can change any one of these titles to anything that suits you. So if you find, I don't want to call it self-care, and you can call it something else, just write in what you want there. Sometimes I have people split nutrition in half. And so it's food. On the one side, it's what you eat. Let's see if I can write this. What? And on the other side, it's how. So my satisfaction level with what I'm eating is very high. My satisfaction level with how I'm eating is maybe slightly less. So for example, I know I need to slow down more. I know that I need to focus on what I'm eating more. It's not that I don't do that, but I can get better at it. My personal satisfaction level, it's not measured against anybody else but me, okay? So you can do that with any of these sections too. All right, so let's move on. So my self-care, I think I'm probably an 8. My daily balance, how balanced do I feel my day is? Like, am I getting everything that I would love to? I'm prioritizing well and feeling good about my day. At the end of the day, do I feel like I've accomplished enough to feel satisfied? I would say I'm an 8. Love relationship, 9. You might be wondering why I never put 10, and it's because I always think there's room for improvement. Family relationships, or just family in general, I think I may be down a little bit. Got a couple of things I should be tweaking there. Friends, oh my God, I have the best friends. I have such great friendships, but I don't spend enough time with them. So I'm dropping this because I really need to make a better effort at keeping in touch and doing stuff with my friends. Growth and learning. Oh, this one is epic. I am all over this all the time. In fact, I might even go so far as to say that no, I'm not going to say I'm a 10. All right, next, spirit and soul, spiritual soul work. I'm feeling good about that too. Feel like there's an 8.5. Fun and leisure, how much fun am I having? 8. Environment, how happy am I with where I live, my surroundings, my home, my pantry, how cluttered things are, all of that environment stuff around me. I am a 7.5. I could do some cleaning up around here. Career, how satisfied? I am a 7. Definitely room for growth there is my main complaint or issue that I want to work towards. And finances, I am, gosh, things are okay. I'm going to say 8. So now what you see here is a wheel that is not terribly bumpy, but it's definitely got some bad spots. So how well does your wheel roll? If you look at the outer rim, so let me see, is my mouse? Yeah, oh, my mouse is, let me go to pointer. I don't know how to do that on here. Oh, I see. I don't, okay, never mind, I'm wasting time. So how, if you just follow the outer rim, you'll see that it's a pretty bumpy ride. This area and this area being my worst. So I might ask myself, how can I move those areas up the scale of satisfaction, even just one number? So that would definitely help. And then I can go through and look at, okay, so what are my lower things and what do I want to improve and how can I prioritize this list? So sleep's another one that I definitely want to prioritize. And family, because it is a priority. I can do stuff in my environment. I can do stuff in my career. Career is going to affect finances. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have like 6 areas that are my primary focus right now. And then I would prioritize what I want to do and decide on one thing I could do to improve it, even just one tiny step. Okay. So that's the tool. And I'm just going to stop screen sharing. All right, so we're back to talking about how to create more balance. And obviously the wheel is a great tool for helping you do that. It will be different pretty much every time you do it. So as I said, this is a moving target. Balance is not an end goal. It's a constant way of being and process that needs adjustments throughout every day of your life. However, there are certain things that you can do to help you find more balance in different areas of your life. So things like setting goals around the areas that we talked about or that you find on your wheel. Setting goals, things like meditating, doing more self-care, which, you know, can provide you with more productivity and sense of well-being overall. And if you do create more well-being in one area of your life, it will shine through in other areas of your life. So, for example, if you're happier at home because of some change that you make, it will reflect in your happiness level at work. It's all connected. You're one person, it's one life. If you boost one area, it's going to help everything a little bit. Okay, so don't forget that. It's never just one-off, totally compartmentalized. It's holistic and synergistic, meaning the whole is greater than simply the sum of each part together, right? It multiplies the effect. So the other things you can do, and this is probably the biggest ticket right here. If you can take the time at the beginning of your day, and if you don't remember to do it at the beginning of your day, or you don't, you know, you can do it anytime, but the beginning of your day is ideal, right? To do a little meditation, even 5 minutes is better than nothing. You will get some sense of calm and clarity from doing that. And align yourself with whatever higher source, power, God you believe in. And then listen to your body, listen to your needs. What are the signs you're getting? What are you hearing, seeing, feeling that is not quite right? And, you know, do you have a pain? Are you too tired? All of these are signs, right? The symptoms are signs. So take a look at those signs and figure out where you can make some tiny adjustments, or big ones if that's a, you know, possibility right now. Jump right in if you can and make the adjustments that you need to create more balance. And when you're tapped in and tuned in to your inner wisdom, and you're tuned into your body, and you're tuned into your source or God, and you're listening, then you are in a better place to take inspired action. Things just flow. You have more peace and ease. Everything's better. You allow wellness in, you allow health in. Your body knows how to be healthy. You just need to allow it. And how you do that is getting into alignment with your highest self. So that's my tip for creating more balance in your life. I would love to hear all about what you think of this, what your big takeaway was, what you do to create more balance, or anything else. Any other comment that you have, make sure you comment below. And finally, if you want a copy of this Wheel of Wellness in print, to print off, you can either send me a private message, or I invite you to join my Facebook tribe called High Vitality Life Revolution. It's for women who are on a mission to create a healthier, more balanced life for themselves, so that they can be their best for themselves first, so that they can be their best for others. And in the grand scheme of things, as we grow this tribe and help each other, support each other, we create a better world, because that high vibration spreads, my friends. And if you feel like that's in alignment with your beliefs and what you need right now, I share all kinds of information in there. Every week we do a mini challenge. I share recipes. There's always conversations about topics like this. Every single day there's something new in there. So please feel free to join us there. You can find the link to it on my page here. But it's called High Vitality Life Revolution under groups, if you want to search for it separately. So I hope to see you there. And if not, I will see you here again. And in the meantime, have a healthy and happy day. Take care.